Hey kids, it's Mr. Flong here, hope you're well. Now today, Triumph have revealed a brand new motorcycle for 2024. It's one we've been begging them for absolutely ages. It's the resurgence of that brilliant old Triumph name, Daytona. But is this bike a true Daytona? Stick around, stay tuned, I've got all the information, pictures and video of the new bike. We'll go through that and then we'll have a bit of discussion about what we think of this machine. So Triumph have just released the first official details of the Triumph Daytona 660, a new mid-sized sports motorcycle. It's been a long time coming, and many of us lamented the loss of the old Daytona, which was the bike that once stripped of its fairing, of course, gave us the now legendary Street Triple. So let's take a look at the new bike and consider, is this really the bike that we've been waiting for? So firstly, let's whiz through the high-level details without all the corporate guff. I know you're going to want to know the high-level spec details. So first off, the price. £8,595 on the road, which is an absolutely brilliant price. So you can see that this is somewhat made down to a price, but nonetheless, I think that is an accessible price point. Power-wise, it's got 95 PS at 11,250 RPM. Similar engine, the 660 triple, to the one that's in the Trident, but in this guy's on the new Daytona, that power output is 17% higher than the Trident. It's also, Triumph claim, that's 30 to 40% more than its competitors. There's loads of changes to the engine to achieve that, including things like triple throttle bodies, larger exhaust valves, new crank and camshaft, new pistons, updated gearbox, and so on. The seat height on the bike, 810mm, very narrow at the front, so you can step over it easily, so it should suit a wide range of riders. Triumph describe it as a natural seating position, and there is also, if you need it, the seat even lower, there is an option to have the seat 25mm lower with a low seat option. The wet weight of the bike, 201 kilograms, so that's the wet weight, so it is quite a light machine. It's got three riding modes: rain, road and sport. It's got ABS and switchable traction control. Basically, it's got all the electronics you need and no more. It's got an emergency deceleration warning, so that if you roll off the throttle very quickly or you brake very hard, the rear indicators flash twice as fast as normal to let cars behind you know that you're slowing down. A great safety feature. It's got all LED lighting. It's got a TFT, which I think looks all right. Well, it's the one, pretty much, I think it's the same as the one on the Trident, actually. And it's got connectivity if you want it. I don't personally, but I think the TFT, the instrumentation on this, looks absolutely fine. It's got an optional up and down quick shifter. It comes in red, black and white. I think the red one looks the best. And it's got low ownership costs. It's got, Triumph say, low workshop time, 10,000 mile service interval and a 2-year warranty. I went to a briefing on the bike last week, and Triumph said that the ergos are, and this is probably what they didn't want me to say, but they said that they're actually, it's more comfy than an R7. It's closer to the Honda CBR 650R in the way it feels when you sit on it. Compared to the Trident, the pegs are lower and further back, and the handlebars are further away and lower, but the bike's not too wristy. That's pretty much a direct quote from one of the design engineers there. The bikes are available from April in dealers as well. What Triumph are saying in their official press release blurb, the stuff they're saying is that the 660 platform brings new riders into biking, young riders and female riders. It has great handling, quality and performance, and offers value for money. I think that pricing is excellent. Triumph in the briefing said that they thought the market had changed for sports bikes now, these sort of medium-sized sports bikes, as opposed to the old very focused bikes like the old R6, which you can still buy, but it's only a track-focused bike now, and some of those other bikes that we used to ride in the noughties. They're saying that mainstream riders now are looking for style, fun and everyday usability, and that's demonstrated by sales of things like the CBR 650R, the Ninja 650, the Yamaha R7 and the Suzuki GSXS125, and of course Triumph want a bit of that action, and those are the bikes that this new Daytona is pitched against. They say that it's got thrilling sports performance and it's still comfortable. It has a hair-raising triple sound. I actually asked the design team whether they'd put attention into what the sound was like, and they said that they'd moved the airbox forward and tuned it so that the sound is right in front of the rider. So it sounds like it's going to sound absolutely brilliant, which I think is a large part of the riding visceral experience. It says that it's got low-end torque, mid-range and top-end power, so the best of all worlds. That's what the triple engine gives us anyway, isn't it? I think where this potentially will score over its rivals like the Yamaha R7, which are all twin-cylinder bikes, is this thing number one, it's going to sound brilliant with that triple engine, but it's also going to have that a bit more top end than the twins give you, as well as giving you low end torque as well. I think the triple engine, of which, let's face it, Triumph are masters, I think this is possibly the best of all worlds. I think it's going to be an absolute winner, this. I think it looks pretty good. Looking at the pictures here, I mean, it's not Panigale beautiful, but it is nice. If you look at it compared to things like the R7 and the Aprilia 660 RS, which also are both beautiful bikes, if you really, looking at the three side by side, I think maybe the Daytona's the one, I think they've really got this right. So to come back to a sort of a summary after the first look of this bike, and I'm really looking forward to riding this, if it is what Triumph say, comfortable, sporty, and it looks good, and it's a good price at 8.5 grand, and it appears to be all those things looking at the pictures here, then I think they could be on to a winner. So to answer our earlier question about, is this a real Daytona? Well, I think the answer is no, it's not, in the sense of the highly focused scalpel-like Daytona that we used to get that spawned the Street Triple. But I do think this is probably a better real-world Daytona. I think this is going to be an excellent bike for on-the-road riding, and I cannot wait to have a go on it myself. Stick your comments below. Love to hear what you think of it.